Do it. Just do it. There's the downsides of living here are so minimal. It's a great country. The people are incredibly friendly. The food is out of this world. The beer is cheap, and it's beautiful. You'll love it. My name is Peter. I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States. I've been in Taiwan for about 1 year, and I'm loving it out here. I spent my first year down in Tainan, or a little ways outside Tainan.
Yeah.
And the pace of life was just a little slow for me. It was nice. It was beautiful. It was cheap living. But after my first contract ran out, I requested a transfer up to Taipei, and I've been in Taipei for almost a month. And it's fun up here. There's always something to do. The nice thing about Taipei is that it's big enough that there's just such incredible variety. Whatever you feel like doing or whatever kind of people you're with, there's places that cater to that. After I decided that I wanted to leave the States, I was looking at a bunch of different countries all over this Pacific Rim region. And Taiwan, it kind of hit this sweet little Goldilocks zone where it was more developed than places like Vietnam and Thailand, and much safer and cleaner. But at the same time, you're not at the expensive end of the spectrum where you are with Japan or Korea. It's this beautiful sweet spot right in the middle, and it's a really nice place. Well, I'm definitely not planning to move back to the States anytime soon. I'm really enjoying the expat lifestyle. As far as another country is concerned, I like Shane as an employer. I think this is a good company to work for. I want to stay with them for a while. And if opportunities with Shane open up in other countries, I'd be open to exploring them. Why is teaching so great, and why is Taiwan so great? I think as far as the teaching is concerned, it's the kids, it's the students. The classroom environment is just so much fun. You feed off of their energy, and they feed back off of you. And I mean, this job's great. As far as Taiwan is concerned, it's a very, very friendly, very polite country, incredibly safe, incredibly affordable. There's tons of things to do and lots of variety to it. If you're starting out in your expat experience, this is really an ideal first country. I think for me, the best thing about living abroad is just the opportunity to experience other ways of life, to get out of the kind of materialist rat race in the Western world a little bit, and to just live a bit more authentically. You're not climbing the corporate ladder out here. You're just enjoying life day to day and finding new adventures all the time. And it's a completely different lifestyle, and it's a really fun one. When you first come over to Taiwan, Shane has a 1 week pretty intensive training period where they run you through how Shane teaches, they call it the SPEC program, where it's young learners from about 8 to about 12 or 13. It's very, it's all-inclusive. It tells you everything you need to know for planning a lesson. Once you finish that and you get out to your school, Shane has Western managers who are always available on the other end of a phone call to answer questions and to offer advice. They come in and check up on you, make sure you have everything you need. And when you're a little closer to Taipei, if you're going to be up that direction, Shane does a really good job of helping to connect you to social resources in the city. What are good places to go out to eat, places to find a drink, maybe connect you with some other teachers. You have someone to go out and get that drink with. One thing that I think has been a bit of a drawback is that the language has been more difficult to pick up than I initially thought that it might be. The tonal aspects of Chinese just are extremely difficult for my ear anyway. I don't know about a Western ear in general. And that can sometimes lead to some limiting your experiences and isolating you somewhat from the people around you. There's places where it might be difficult to shop or to go as a tourist just because you have no idea how to interact with the facilities. And I feel like that can be a drawback compared to, say, going to a Spanish-speaking country or someplace where it might be easier to pick up the language. There is the potential for a sense of cultural alienation, where if you don't find a community or a group of friends to really be a part of here, it's possible to get lost and get a little lonely. But especially in the big cities, Taipei in particular, there's enough Westerners and foreigners around to where it shouldn't be an issue. There's lots of things that you can do in Taiwan that you wouldn't have the opportunity to do back home. So for example, next weekend I'm going to be going deep sea fishing with some friends of mine. We're renting a boat. Just going to go off into the ocean and try not to drown or get eaten by a shark. But that's absolutely the sort of thing that I would not have the opportunity to do back in landlocked Pennsylvania. I like it out here. It's fun in Taiwan. It's fun in Asia. America is really boring to me. So as long as this stays exciting, I'm staying.